Lexie Hull, fantastic game tonight. Fantastic game tonight, no doubt about it. 19 points, or actually 14 points right here. Fever trying to hold on to this game. My God, I know twice at least they were up by 14.
The baseline and a pretty reverse.
The little over and in. Let me see if I can get this clear. There we go.
And a pretty reverse.
There we go. That was pretty.
Imagine losing your superstar player and being called a weak team, then turning it all around and humiliating your doubters. That's exactly what the Indiana Fever just did. How did Kelsey Mitchell, Lexie Hull, and Ari McDonald completely dismantle the Mystics in a revenge game for the ages? You won't believe how this drama unfolded on and off the court. Before we move on, I'd like to ask you a small favour. If you appreciate this content, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Over 98% of you watch the videos without subscribing. It costs you nothing, but it makes a huge difference to us. So, did you click the subscribe button? Great. Thank you so much. Now, back to the video. How badly can disrespect mess with team chemistry?
Ari McDonald is for real. When they signed her, I said, look, there could be something here, all right?
Colson just blows by Melvin.
Over to Mitchell.
Extra pass.
Back to Lexie. Boom. Big three-pointer again.
The Mystics found out the hard way. They walked into this game treating the Fever like an afterthought, and it wasn't the first time. During the preseason, Sophie Cunningham, now with the Fever, was on the receiving end of unnecessary shoving and trash talk from Mystics players. It wasn't just on the court. Their attitude bled into post-game interviews, with players subtly downplaying the Fever's talent and future. For a young team trying to rebuild, that kind of dismissive energy doesn't just sting, it sticks. Coming into this matchup, the Fever didn't even have Caitlin Clark, the most hyped rookie in years. Everyone assumed that without her, this team was empty. Analysts all but handed the win to the Mystics before the tip-off. A few even implied it wouldn't take more than a half for Washington to put the game out of reach. The Mystics, clearly drinking their own Kool-Aid, came out with that same cocky swagger, hands on their hips, smirking after missed Fever shots, exchanging knowing looks as if to say, this is going to be easy. Wrong. Coach Stephanie White mentioned, "We hear what people are saying about us, we know how we've been treated, and it's fuel." And it wasn't just her. Kelsey Mitchell, when asked how the team felt about being underestimated, didn't hold back.
Kelsey Mitchell has had a big game, although she's once again been erratic in this game. All right, but no doubt she can score 23 points. The little over and in. Let me see if I can get this clear. There we go.
And a pretty reverse.
There we go. That was pretty.
Good, let them talk. We'll keep working. The Fever weren't sulking. They were silently preparing. When you've got a roster hungry to prove they belong, all that disrespect can be like pouring gasoline on a fire. And when the Mystics decided to press mid-second quarter, perhaps thinking they'd intimidate a Caitlin-less roster, it backfired spectacularly. Lexie Hull, quiet in the first quarter, started hustling for rebounds, and McDonald's defense made Washington look sloppy. By the time Kelsey Mitchell broke loose for a quick 8-point run in the third, it was clear. The Mystics had underestimated the wrong team. The Fever weren't just surviving, they were thriving. With Mitchell stepping up and Hull showing shades of greatness.
Aaliyah had some foul trouble early. 10 points in this game. Rebounding, not great. The Fever have been absolutely dominated on the boards. Right here, Dantas is going to get some love. Kelsey's with the ball. Right here. Ari McDonald driving.
Here's McDonald driving inside.
Go over to Lexie, back over to
Dantas.
Dantas.
Boom.
It was clear this team wasn't backing down from anyone. Without Caitlin Clark in the lineup, all eyes were on Kelsey Mitchell to carry the Fever. As the team's veteran leader, there was zero room for error, and the pressure was unmatched. The Mystics came in loaded with confidence, practically daring the Fever to prove they could compete on their own. Mitchell didn't just take up the challenge, she owned it. Dropping 24 points, dishing out 3 assists and grabbing 2 rebounds, she made her presence felt in every corner of the court. Her shooting was deadly, going 7 of 14 from the field and nailing 4 out of 7 3-pointers. Need a game sealer? No problem. Late in the fourth, Mitchell pulled off a huge 3-point play that slammed the door on any hopes of a Mystics comeback. The thing is, Mitchell wasn't just racking up stats, she was leading.
Lexie Hull, fantastic game tonight. Fantastic game tonight, no doubt about it. 19 points, or actually 14 points right here. She's going to drive it all the way home, makes the layup. I like this player, folks. I like this player. McDonald has some energy.
Coach Stephanie White praised the team's 21 assists on 30 made field goals and highlighted Mitchell's selflessness in trusting her teammates to drive the offense. She did everything amazingly and with such grace. Ari McDonald added, "This wasn't just about one player carrying the weight. It was about a leader knowing exactly when to step up and when to share the load." That balance kept Washington scrambling all night. While Mitchell set the standard, Lexie Hull completely flipped the script in the second half. After being quiet in the first, Hull erupted for 14 points, 6 rebounds, and 4 assists, with most of the damage coming in the third quarter, where she went 5 of 6 from the field. The Mystics had no answer. Whether she was battling for boards, hitting jumpers, or firing off quick assists, Hull was everywhere. Her breakout performance not only shocked the Mystics, but gave the Fever an entirely new weapon.
The Indiana Fever won this game in the third quarter. This game was tight, and the Fever had a massive third quarter. Quit dribbling, and shooting, because the ball sometimes comes into Kelsey, and it goes there to die. And by the way, she missed those shots where I'm screaming at the TV.
And let's not forget Ari McDonald, whose relentless defensive hustle added another layer of disruption. Together, Mitchell and Hull showed the Fever aren't a one-player show. If this is what they can do, short-handed, imagine the ceiling when Clark returns to the mix. The Fever's win over the Mystics wasn't just another upset, it was a statement. This team proved they're far more than just Caitlin Clark. With Kelsey Mitchell's leadership, Lexie Hull's breakout, and Ari McDonald's hustle, they showed the depth and resilience of their roster.
Particularly in the first half, into the third quarter, the ball movement was very good from the Indiana Fever tonight. Fever trying to hold on to this game. My God, I know twice at least they were up by 14.
Imagine how dangerous they'll be when Clark returns, bolstering a team already firing on all cylinders. Opponents won't just have to stop her, they'll have to deal with a squad filled with confident contributors. The league just got a warning. The Fever aren't just rebuilding, they're ready to compete. No matter who's on the court, it's their time.